If you want to stand out in a crowded marketplace, you got to do something different. And that's what this video is. I'm going to do something absolutely unprecedented for a marketing agency. I'm actually not going to you, and I'm going to open up everything. I'm going to show you the system that we use to drive more organic traffic for our clients. And what I mean by that is, if you give me 2 to 3 minutes of your time, I'm going to jump on my computer and I'm going to show you a proposal. I'm going to show you everything that we propose to prospective clients, the deliverables, the KPIs, everything. And then I'm going to show you live examples of how we execute against that. I'm going to show you the reports that we run, the audits, the links that we build, the content that we create, basically everything that you need to know about the service we provide and if it's a good fit for you, I'm going to show you. So I'm going to stop talking, I'm going to jump on my computer, and I'm going to run you through everything there. Before I get into the framework, I need to make sure that I've got your attention this entire time. So I'm just going to start by showing you some results. So this here is from Weberist.org. This is our agency website. Business to business, SEO marketing niche, incredibly competitive. We launched a site in January of 2015. You can see it was doing about 400 organic page views. And then this month, it's up to almost 20,000 organic page views. Again, this is an incredibly competitive business to business niche. Now, let me show you something different. This is our e-commerce website, lacesout.net. You probably see me chatting about it online. We launched in February. It was doing 60 organic page views the first month. Now it's doing almost 185,000 page views from organic traffic. So that's now, I just wanted to get your attention. And the reason I wanted to do that, because honestly, like, I need you to know that when you pay us, your money is safe. We are the best in the world at what we do. I am overly confident, but it's a fact. And it's not so much because we have the best tactics. I'll be honest with you. I learned everything that I know about SEO from YouTube. It's all out there. You can do it for free. What really matters is the execution. Being able to take what you know and execute it at a very fast, high level, consistently. That's why you need a framework, and that's what I'm going to show you right now. So just so you know, I'm going to break down the 4 buckets that we have in our framework. It's learning, planning, adjustment, and growth. And this is actually a screenshot of our webpage. I want to show you that everything that we say publicly is actually what we do for clients. It's crazy, I know, right? It's absolutely insane that people do this these days. And I'm doing this because I know how SEO agencies are. I know what they're telling you, and I know that, because 90% of our clients come from pissed off people that were working with an agency that just stuffed some bad work down their throat. So I'm just going to do this to save you time. So let's just walk through it. So it starts with learning. So even though that this is a framework that we pretty much use for everybody, it doesn't run unless we have your unique brand inputs. Because you are unique, you've got your own special industry, you've got your own competitors, everything is unique, and we need to know as much as possible about that. So it all starts by giving you a shared Google Drive folder. This is where we have all of our clients. Everything is open, everything is shared. We are not here to hide anything from you. And we start with the deliverables template. So you can see basically what we do is we get a new client, we change the date, and it gets injected into our overall project management file. Nothing falls through the cracks with us. We are on top of everything. So we get started by doing a discovery process and a series of audits to really understand your brand. That starts with, let me just pull this up here, with a discovery questionnaire. So you can see here we've got about 50 questions in here. Yes, we ask you, but nobody knows your business better than you. So we start by doing that. Then I personally run an analytics audit where I'll spend a couple of hours digging through your search console, digging through your Google Analytics or whatever analytics platform you use, Tag Manager. I make sure that everything's firing properly so that we can track what we're doing. Then we go into an industry landscaping. I use tools like SEMrush, Ahrefs, your questionnaire, and I really look at what's working in your industry. What are your competitors doing? What are the top websites doing? What are the top media sites? All of that fun stuff. And then while that's going on, I have who I think is the best technical SEO in the world running a technical SEO audit. This is an example from a very big website. And honestly, you are not going to find a better technical audit anywhere. This is 37 pages. I mean, it gets down into the nitty-gritty of everything on your website, everything that we need to fix. Again, this was run for a Fortune 100 brand. So we're capable of doing this for very big websites. If you have a smaller website, we don't go through this much trouble, but we still do a technical audit because we need to make sure that everything is running smoothly before we start hitting it with links and content and really start promoting it across the web. We need to make sure that it's running at top performance. After that, we do a competitive research. And this is pretty straightforward. We just take 3 or 4 of your top competitors and we run them through a series of checks. And we need to understand what they're doing. Are they creating content? Are they killing it on YouTube, Instagram? Where are they getting the links from? What type of keywords are they targeting? We'll figure these things out, and then we can move into the next part of the process, which is planning. And this is really, we start to take all of our learnings, we take your industry, we take everything from the previous stage, and we start building out a very strategic plan. Again, because while this is a framework, we need to do it custom to your brand and your industry. And you can't do that without having a strategic way ahead. And this is what so many people skip over because they're just lazy. But you need a custom SEO strategy to really dictate the life of the campaign. So we do a number of things here. This is the biggest planning stage that we have. We do something called keyword opportunity mapping. Basically, I'm going to show you that right now. We'll do a couple of things. We'll look at the keywords that you're currently ranking for. We'll look at your competitors' keywords, and we will map those to the right pages on your website. We break that down into two buckets. It's either purchase intent, so it'll go on services pages, e-commerce pages, or it's a little bit more, I might as well just show you the content funnel now. So we take a funnel approach to content. There's 4 steps in it. There's viral, discover, consider, and customer. So basically, if it doesn't go into the purchase type keyword, so like buy shoelaces now, then it's going to be, it's still good traffic that we want to capture, but we've got to capture it through content. So blog content, resources, videos, whatever that may be. And then within those content type keywords, we break them down into 4 stages in a content funnel. So top of the funnel is viral, discover, consider, and then customer. And we map within that content keywords to these 4 journey stages. And I'm going to show you that in a minute too. Pretty cool stuff. You know, our clients get the full benefit of it, but I'll show you that in 1 second too. We also do a competitor link audit. And we map those links to where they should be on your website. So what that means is we set targets on your website. So what are the pages on your website that are the most pressing for links? Because what we try and do is we find what we call low-hanging fruits. We find pages that are ranking between 5 and 20, and we know that search engines already like those pages, so we might as well hit them with some links and see if we can punch them up right away. That's the whole goal of this, is to get low-hanging fruit traffic as soon as possible. So that's what we map links to. Everything that we do is mapped strategically, so we're not wasting time and we're getting things going as quickly as possible. I skipped over this, but we also create audience personas. And let me show you what one of these looks like. So this is one for a client of ours. It's very important to do this because this is not only for content creation, but this is for link outreach. This is for social presence. This is for everything. I mean, so many websites, they try and talk to everybody. You want to focus in on that 1 or 2 people and literally give them a name. So this one's called Young and in Love. You can see it's very targeted. And what this allows us to do is hyper focus our efforts. We don't want to waste time on people that are not buyers. We look at your analytics, we look at industry data, we look at audience insights, we look at all sorts of things, and we figure out who matters, right? Because there's so many people online. This is why the internet's beautiful. You can talk to one specific niche person at scale. So what we do is we focus our campaign on these people only because these are the people that are most likely to buy. It's very, very important that a lot of people skip over. And this will come back into the content creation process as well, which I'm going to show you in 1 second. So we also do topical research for content. So after we do the keyword opportunity mapping, like I said, we split it into 2 categories, purchase and content. Anything that's in the content, we dump into here. So let me show you what this looks like for a client. So this is topic ideation. So basically what we do is we take these topics and these keywords that we found and we map them out. So here you can see these 4 journey stages that we had. We determine whether you have this content on your website, if we can compete for it, if there's enough search volume, and we map out content topics. And this is what we create content around, which I'm going to show you in 1 second again. So while that's going on, we also dictate a link calendar. And what this calendar does is it basically tells our link prospectors. So actually, let me talk to you about our team for a second. So we're a mix of both local US people, and we've got people in the Philippines, we've got people in Pakistan. And what the people overseas do is they do web research for us. So all of our link building is done through outreach. So we have to start by finding and identifying opportunities. Let me actually pull up BuzzStream here for you too, so you can see this while I'm talking. So what we do is based on your audience personas, we dictate different keywords. So these are the keywords that your audience, these are basically will find the websites that they use. Because again, we don't want to waste time building links on websites that your audience isn't on. We only want to focus on them. So what we do is we take those audience personas and we build out what we call keyword sets. Those keyword sets are all focused on one keyword. It's just spun into different ones. We then take these keywords and we inject them into this link building plan. And it's assigned to one of our link prospectors. This is Aya. She's in the Philippines. And her job is she gets this start date. And this is all dictated here in our project management calendar.
She gets this start date, and all she does is she starts going through and she starts looking through Google US, Google UK, Yahoo, Bing search, and she's using keyword set 1. So she's looking for guest posts. So she's looking for things like write for us. Let's see what this keyword set is. One, ride share. So ride sharing sites write for us. She searches that keyword and all these different things, and she prospects them in BuzzStream. So you can see this is one of our client accounts here, and we've got it all organized. So we use BuzzStream as our database for link building. We'll do some outreach here, but we do a lot of link prospecting here because it's just easier and faster. So you can see we prospect for a ton of websites, and that's her only job, is she goes out and she finds these opportunities for us. She's amazing. We have a bunch of them over there. They're incredible. They really make things run for us. So that's the link calendar creation. So all these things are kind of going on at one time. From there, after the topical research is done, we build the content calendar. And the content calendar is incredibly important because it makes sure that we're doing things on time. And this is a really blown out version of the topic research. And this is fed from our competitive research. This is fed from our audience personas. And this is fed from our keyword opportunity mapping. And what you can see here is we have a draft due date. We have a go live date. This is the journey stage. So you know exactly where we're targeting. This is our audience. So this is the audience persona. We actually use the name here so we know who we're talking to. Then we have the topic, and then we do blow it out into keywords. We do competition. We look at traffic, the different type of content that we're going to do. If it's going to be a guest post, if it's going to be a guide, if it's going to be newsjacking, if it's going to be skyscraper technique, then if it's going to be a blog post, a video, infographic, then we have the title. And then basically I'll put some notes in here, do a word count, and then we assign it to an author or your author. They write an outline. Then they write a draft, then you approve it, and then we build out the promotional plan as well, which I'm going to talk about in 1 second because you're really going to like it. It's really what sets us apart, I believe. So after all this is done, now we've got a very good idea of how we're going to attack your campaign, and we put together a final campaign strategy, and that's what this document is here. I'm not going to show you the whole thing because it's just too valuable to show you guys, but basically we go into a ton of detail for you, and we build out like a 20-slide deck that has all this included, and we run you through it. We want to make sure that you know exactly what's going on your website and your campaign. Let me close this here. And we present it to you, and you sign off it, and then from there, then we start plugging away and executing the crap out of your campaign. And this is what the adjustment stage is. So the adjustment stage is pretty much the beginning of the actual execution, I'll call it. And the adjustment is taking all of these things and managing them and starting to implement. So we're going to execute the technical updates, and we'll do that. We create a spreadsheet. We basically manage the campaign for you, manage the project. We prefer to work with your developers. If you don't have one, we have ones on contract that you can pay a little bit extra for, but we'll handle all your technical updates, all your analytical updates. So if you need tag managers, if you need a Facebook pixel, if you need to get enhanced e-commerce set up, we'll handle all that for you. At the same time, we start creating content. And again, this is all dictated by our project management file. You can see here, where's the content here? So basically everything, again, sorry, it's a very big file. I don't want to read through it now, but basically everything is dictated through there. And then we'll set up personas for outreach. So basically what this means is that, so when you do outreach for links from a business email, people just know it's for business. But if we set up a persona that's a blogger that writes on your site, so instead of Webrus, contact@webrus.org emailing you to guest posts, it's ryanstewart@gmail.com. It's a much cleaner, much better, higher response rate. So we'll set up those personas and we'll actually begin the outreach. Now, this is where we get to the fun part. This is the growth stage. And this is, again, what we're most known for is content marketing and link building. And so what we do is this is where we really start to hit the growth and really start to explode your organic traffic. So the content optimizations is we'll go through your whole site, make sure everything's updated in terms of your on page, all that stuff, and also building more content on top of that. We'll do organic content promotion, and what that means is I actually have somebody else. I have a freelancing blogger. Every time that we publish one of your posts, so back to the content calendar here. So every time one of these posts goes live, we have a promotional strategy for it. It includes finding core threads, it includes finding Reddit threads, it includes finding forum threads, it includes finding any niche websites and commenting on them. So basically just going out there and getting a little bit of organic link promotion through commenting. It's actually a very clean and very easy way to get some traffic and also build some relevancy and popularity for your domain. So we'll do all of that very tedious work for you. That's the organic content promotion. We'll also find Facebook groups sometimes and do some Facebook boosted posts if you pay us for it, but we'll do that too. This is awesome. We do skyscraper outreach for content, and basically what that means is that every time one of these posts goes live, so we'll take this topic, and I have somebody trained in the Philippines to do this. They take this topic. What they do is they go through and they turn on the Moz bar here, or Ahrefs, whatever, and they basically look for websites with that topic that have existing links. Excuse me. Then what they do is they scrape those links and they put them into a contact file for us. They put them in BuzzStream. Then what we do is we send in a massive outreach campaign basically saying, hey, I noticed on this date that you wrote an article and you linked to this article about this. We have a brand new version of it. If you're interested, if you link to us, we'll share it on our Facebook page, something like that, right? We come up with the right pitch and we start to build some links that way. So every time something goes live on your website, we're pushing it through all of these content channels up here. And then we're also hitting it with link outreach too. It's very powerful. Then we also do ongoing link outreach. So let me pull up Pitchbox. So we use Pitchbox. So we do link building in a couple of ways. We do what's called campaign link building, and we do what's called ongoing link building. So campaign link building is Skyscraper. It's for infographic outreach. It's for product reviews. Ongoing link outreach, we use sponsored posts and we use guest posts. So you can see here all these different outreach campaigns that we have going on in Pitchbox. This is an email outreach platform. It allows us to automate outreach. It's very powerful, very expensive too, just so you know. But basically what we'll do is we'll schedule guest posts. We'll send 3 to 5 guest post emails every day over the life of your campaign, because we know we have a baseline 31 or 40% response rate. We know what our response rate is, so we can therefore guarantee that we're going to be building some amount of links for you per month. We generally hit between 15 and 35 depending on your niche and depending on how much you're paying us, to be honest with you. So then after that, after we get those scheduled, and again, because all we have to do is come into here to BuzzStream and just pull these out and upload them. It's a very, very streamlined process. We'll do link building campaigns as well. So we'll do product reviews. So I can just show you here. These are all the different types. We do advertising, we do product reviews, we do resource pages, we do find relevant bloggers, we find local bloggers, and we find social media influencers. So what we'll do is we'll put all this together over your campaign and we'll send upwards of, 5,000 emails for link building. It's very, very powerful. There's nobody in the entire world that does it better than us. I can promise you that. And finally, deep breath. We do reporting and analysis, and honestly, again, I really don't think that there's a better agency in the world that does reporting than us. This is a sample report that we actually ran for a real client. You get this every single month, and it's not just your standard, hey, here's your traffic report. It's honest, it's open. This client is actually losing traffic. We are not trying to hide that. We want to get it fixed. Our goal is not to make us look good. It's to get you more organic traffic. That is why you pay us, and everything that we do, all of these deliverables are leading towards getting you more traffic, and it works. If you just trust in the process and follow along with what we have to say, it will work. I promise you, we execute this at a very, very high level. So this is a report. It has a ton of different data. Again, it's looking at very honestly what's going on with your website. This is looking at Search Console. This is their image traffic plummeting. So we're finding issues, and we found that, hey, there's no image sitemaps. Let's get this fixed. We got it fixed. Their pages crawling per day were falling. There's errors with on-site markups, all these things. This is not your basic report, guys. This is very, very in-depth. This is advanced analytics. Again, I don't think there's anyone better at it than we do, and you get this every single month. And again, you also get all of your full links. You can see there's about 25 links in here. I also want to show you the content that we built because I think it's important. So the content that we're building, this is on our website. It's not just your, hey, this is the top 10 things to do in Vegas this summer. This is an article this is on our e-commerce website. You can see it's got over 490 real shares on social media. It's very robust. It's beautiful. We're not experts in sneakers, but we know how to build expert content. This is an article that we wrote for a client. This is about cheap protein sources. You can see we've got this pretty cool interactive graph on here that we did that shows the cheapest protein source if you want to zone in on it. And then we went in and we wrote these marked up and very, very beautiful summaries of each of them. It's got the protein summary. It's got everything that you need to know. It's got big, beautiful images. It's 35 of them. I mean, this is what we do, man. This is very, very clean. This is very top-notch content. Again, this is all included in what we do. So that's everything. I just wanted, again, actually, let me talk about the ROI quick. So we do not guarantee ROI. And the reason that we don't is because there's way too many factors outside of our control. I can't control conversion rate. I can't control conversion optimization. I can't control your web copy. I can't control your website design. I can't control your pricing. All that we do is we put you in the best possible position to succeed. That's what I can guarantee you. I can guarantee you that we will follow this process to a T, and I can guarantee you that this is the best possible way to drive more organic traffic. Again, I can't guarantee that you're going to make more money, and I can't always guarantee that you're going to see more traffic, but what I can guarantee you is that this is the best way to do it. So that's my pitch. If you are interested in working with us, all you have to do is go to our website. You can go to weberist.org on our homepage, or weberist.org/services, weberist.org/contact, and just fill out this form. And what's going to happen is you're going to get an automated email that sends you a link with a time to set a time on my calendar. You fill out a short questionnaire. I'll review it personally, and then I will personally jump on a call with you and talk to you about it. And if it's a good fit, we'll move forward. If not, I am happy to recommend you to somebody that is, because in all honesty, we are not the cheapest agency out there. However, there's other ways that we can work together as well. Our agency services are pretty expensive. You can do hourly consulting with me personally. I have a ton of trainings, and if none of those things, if you're just looking to get started and you're on a budget, please read our blog, check out my YouTube channel. I am blasting out all of this stuff, not quite the execution, but the strategy behind it. You can pick this up for yourself if you're very interested. I'm very open. I have nothing to hide from you guys. This is how we do business. It's something that I'm very proud of, and it's something that I'm really trying to differentiate ourselves in the market for. So I just talked a lot. This went way over a couple minutes, but if you're interested, please hit our contact form. If not, subscribe on YouTube. Check us out on Facebook. I thank you guys for your attention. Take care.